Hello, this is Cole, here with more Hexcrank Live. Picking up with Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. This is part 2. This is the Sherlock Holmes game where Holmes himself goes up against and tries to get to the center of a mystery surrounding a Cthulhu cult. We are now going to investigate what appears to be an operation that vends drugs for the cult. This Black Edelweiss Institute in Switzerland. Last time we found a body full of strange snakes or eels in in an altar beneath a warehouse. Yeah, let's load this up. Hello, Prince Robot and Orchimedes. So I am playing as Watson right now. Holmes is off attending to his own stuff. Let's see who's home.
How can I help you, mein Herr?
Good day, sir. I am Dr. Watson. I have just come from London, and...
You must see Fraulein Muller, please, if you could. She is over there.
Okay, let's see Fraulein Muller.
She was so impatient to receive your visit. She has made remarkable progress. But the doctor can explain everything far better than I. Look, here she is now. My little daughter.
She's doing great. So it's a psychiatric institute of some kind.
I should leave these good people to their reconciliation.
Forgive me if I miss your messages in chat. For some reason, every time somebody writes something, it displays 3 times. So it looks like Prince Robot just said, cool, cool, cool. So let's talk to Muller here.
Good day, miss. I am Dr. Watson. I believe you have word of my visit.
Indeed, Doctor. Your letter said you wished to speak with
No.
Dr. Gyjax. I will see if he is ready to receive you.
Those
Thank
are
you,
villain
miss.
glasses. All right, let's go find Dr. Gygax.
Good morning, Dr. Watson. I must say I viewed your letter with both astonishment and pride. You want to know more about our methods of treatment in order to compare them with those applied in your
That's a
country.
villain haircut. Run,
Indeed,
Watson, run.
Doctor. I am sure that we British could learn a great deal from our colleagues on the continent.
You are quite right, my dear doctor. But this professional consultation could have been managed with greater efficiency and ease by correspondence. I'm sure you can understand my time, as is yours, is quite valuable. Pray tell, what precisely brought you to the Black Edelweiss, Dr. Watson?
It is quite simple. Through some random events, I encountered a man who was a former patient of yours. His actions suggested that he was suffering from such disorders as...
Good morning. I am Amos Colby from the Northwood Agency of Boston, Massachusetts.
Is something wrong, Doctor?
That dude's full of
Upon
eels.
my word, this man who claims to be from the Northwood Agency is an obvious fraud. The true Amos Colby died and was buried just a few days ago in London. I must now tell you everything. I am here because one of your staff has engaged in a dangerous trade between this institution and parties in England. Moreover, those activities are tied to a murderous sect, which...
And you think that this man could be one of them?
Indeed, it is entirely within reason that he is here to eliminate any traces of their criminal enterprise, if you see my meaning.
Indeed I do, Doctor. Let me show you out.
I trust that...
Please return at this same time tomorrow, and I promise I will be entirely at your disposal. But I entreat you, please maintain complete discretion on these matters. May I depend on your cooperation?
Most assuredly, but...
Good morning, sir. How may I be of assistance?
You can start by telling your men to all take a few steps back. Then we can have a nice friendly...
Very interesting. We have indications of a personality breakdown and related paranoia. I must ask you to come with me to the examination room so we can reveal your deeper problems.
Oh, this is fucking scary. I think that was one of the dance animations from Vampire Bloodlines.
Do not worry, it's nothing serious.
Stand where you are.
Is there something I'm supposed to do?
I need something. I need something. I need something.
Alright, let's go drug some fools.
If I fill it with water, the doctor will have only a harmless injection to use. I need something.
Several drops alone will be enough to sedate a horse. There. That's excellent. Kunz, throw him into the holding chamber.
I would feel more comfortable without this costume. However, I am here and in proper place due to Watson's singular assistance. I must remember to thank him later. Let's hope he will act according to our plan. My next move is to learn if the London kidnapper has some accomplice here. The sedative still has some effect, but I will be myself soon.
This is like the drunk effect in EverQuest. Whoa. Dizzy. So what happened there? Watson went in saying, hey, I want to learn how you guys do stuff here. And then Sherlock was disguised as somebody who was associated with the Institute, who they knew to be dead. And now Sherlock is in prison on the inside.
Lord, what a stench. This wretch reeks of alcohol. Taking into account his state, he has also been dosed with a good amount of some soporific.
Okay, there we go.
Closed, tight.
Taking a spoon and a bucket. No, Samuel asks if this is the
nurse will
Sherlock game
return
with
soon.
Lupin.
I must make it appear as if I'm still here.
No, it is the one with the Cthulhu cult. I think Nemesis is the one with Lupin. Lupin? Alright, let's Ferris Bueller this bad boy.
The nurse will return soon. I must make it appear as if I'm still here. It won't be necessary.
You sure there?
This should complete the illusion of my presence. For how long, I can't be sure.
Okay. Am I looking? looking to pry something loose with that. Spoon, maybe? Got the sedative, too. Oh, no. This controls like a nightmare. Oh, it's a Towers of Hanoi. So am I trying to... Alright, first off... Stinkhorse asked me how life has been. Just fine. I went to a castle today. It is a castle in Loveland, Ohio, which is near where I live. It was built single-handedly by a maniac. Who came back from the dead and whose blood was used to stop a meningitis outbreak in World War I. Check my Twitter if you want to see pictures of it.
Closed. Tight.
No, China Game says, asked if it was one of Nicolas Cage's castles. No, unfortunately, I don't think that there's a Cage castle around these parts.
I must hide and avoid the nurse, else he will raise an alarm, and I must find some means of neutralizing him. Perhaps I could put him to sleep somehow.
Maybe some kind of knockout gas.
Hey, you! What are you doing out there? Huh? You are not a nurse. Come on, get me out of here.
I'm very sorry, my friend. I can't help you as I'm just passing by.
I'm not your friend. I am Maurizio. I can promise you won't get very far if you don't set me free. My cries will bring the entire hospital on your trail.
Well, my friend, I mean Maurizio, it looks like you have logic on your side, but I don't have the key to your cell, and the door looks quite solidly built. What do you make of our dilemma?
The door may be solid, but the lock is worthless. There is a room at the end of the corridor where the repairman from the mainland stores his supplies. I am positive there is a crowbar inside. The key is hidden in a crack near the door. As he's
I'm loving
afraid
this
of
woozy
losing
camera
it.
work.
Come back for me when you get the crowbar.
Sound like Dave Matthews. That's right.
Bring me the crowbar, or I'll scream and bring the entire hospital down on you.
Attention. Reconstruction and installation of water pipe. Dangerous. Do not enter. We shall definitely enter. Closed. Tight. Closed. Tight.
Okay. There should be... Where exactly did he say that was? The key is hidden in a crack near the door. Okay, maybe I'm too near the door. Maybe the crack is on the floor.
Closed tight.
Oh, you have to really get up in there. Thank you, robot.
Closed tight.
Okay, some kind of sextant, caliper, whatever.
I must measure them first before taking them. The diameter of this pipe is 18 millimeters. The diameter of this pipe is 10 millimeters. The diameter of this pipe is 16 millimeters. The diameter of this pipe is 22 millimeters.
Okay, which one am I supposed to take?
Bring me the crowbar, or I'll scream and bring the entire hospital down on you.
These pipes are too large to carry more than one at a time.
Alright, let's see how he responds to one of these, I guess.
Bring me the crowbar, or I'll scream and bring the entire hospital down on you.
Oh, there we go. That's the one.
Oh, bless you.
It's
And
Snuffle,
here you are.
universal sound of effort.
Greetings. Careful. You best not linger here. If they find you, they will throw you down below. Into the depths. Into hell.
What's he doing there? Stop him, quickly!
Stand where you are. Ah! Ah!
It seems that Maurizio finally attracted some attention. Excellent. Now the stairs are clear and I may return upstairs.
Okay, maybe upstairs I can grab that, let me see here. Go upstairs and grab the syringe. Use on that lurch nurse.
I encourage all personnel to read Dr. Blensmoth's book. When you finish with it, please leave it here for your colleagues, Dr. Gyjax.
Okay, that's the cell that I
Closed,
broke out of.
tight. Closed, tight.
Ooh, keys. Seems unlocked.
Closed, tight.
Just a bunch of keys.
Closed, tight.
Passel of keys.
I have no reason to go there.
Do I have any kind of syringe?
I am too obvious in my present attire and will attract unwanted attention. I must change my clothing.
Okay, that's a goal.
I am too obvious in my present attire and will attract unwanted attention. I must change my clothing.
Let me see here. There might be something I need to know. So run. It's not under dialogues. There is no crouch key, so
I must hide and avoid the nurse, else he will raise an alarm, and I must find some means of neutralizing him. Perhaps I could put him to sleep somehow. An old puppet, almost as welcoming as Fraulein Muller.
burn.
A scale. This won't be of any use to me.
No, he just.
No, no, it can't be. It can't
Well, it's
end
all a
like
dream.
this.
Also, that orderly doesn't have a whistle. He just makes that noise. He was feeding himself snacks. Oh shit! Really? Lesson learned. It's that kind of game. You save everywhere.
How can I help you?
Good day.
She
I should leave these good... Good day, miss. I am Doc... Thank you, miss.
You are indeed.
I trust that...
Good morning, sir. Very interesting. We have indications of a personality breakdown and related
I am skipping
paranoia.
what I can.
I must ask you to come with me to the examination room so we can reveal your deeper problems. Do not worry. It's
pressed the
nothing
button and made it
serious.
disappear.
Stand where you are.
If I fill it with water, the doctor will have only a harmless injection to use. And there, it is done.
Several drops alone will be enough to sedate a horse. There. That's excellent. Kunz, throw him into the holding chamber.
He'll inject me with harmless
I would feel
air.
more comfortable without this costume. However, I am here and in proper place due to Watson's singular assistance. I must remember to thank him later. Let's hope he will act. The nurse will return soon. I need something.
Put
It
together
won't be necessary.
some kind of reasonable facsimile.
I need something. The nurse will return soon. I must make it appear as if I am still here. This should complete the illusion of my presence. For how long, I can't be sure. Lord, what a stench.
Okay, let's Towers of Hanoi this bad boy. At least that's quick.
I'm very sorry.
I'm not.
Well, closed, tight. Attention. Reconstruction and installation of water pipe. Dangerous. Do not enter. We shall definitely enter.
So Robot asked what the mechanics on that lock were. It's a Towers of Hanoi problem, except with five posts instead of 3 like you usually have. You move those little numbered cylinders, but you can only you can only put like one number lower, so they kind of have to be in order. It's a little bit like a solitaire rule. So it's kind of like Towers of Hanoi, except it's specific to numbers. Where's that? Okay. Let's also take these calipers. Where's the broken water pipe that they were talking about? Sam Samuel asked if these games are canon. I have no idea. I want to say no, because we're going to see what has become of Dr. Moriarty later on, and it's pretty final.
Oh, bless you. And here you are. Greetings. Careful. You best not linger here. If they find you, they will throw you down below. Into the depths. Into hell.
What's he doing there? Stop him, quickly!
Stand where you are. Ah! Ah!
It seems that Maurizio finally attracted some attention. Excellent. Now the stairs are clear and I may return upstairs. I must hide and avoid the nurse, else he will raise an alarm, and I must find some means of
Okay. So let's go upstairs and get those keys. And then I will save. Is there nothing I can grab from there? Okay.
I must hide and avoid the nurse, else he will raise an alarm, and I must find some means of neutralizing him. Perhaps I could put him to sleep somehow.
Ooh, syringes. Good.
I must hide and avoid
So
the
you
nurse,
can't get
else he
close
will
to
raise
him.
an alarm, and I must find some means of neutralizing him. Perhaps I could put him to sleep somehow.
Cannot get close to him, so I think that I'm supposed to put together a blowgun with these pipes. So let's measure out. Okay, I think one of these was 18 millimeters. So let's find that one.
The diameter of this pipe is 18 millimeters. The diameter of this pipe is 18 millimeters.
So let's use this sedative from there. Huh, is there something that I'm missing? Hi there, MASW.
I must hide and avoid the nurse, else he will raise an alarm, and I must find some means of neutralizing him. Perhaps I could put him to sleep somehow.
Okay, so that... That won't work, I guess, because they're exactly the same diameter. We have 15, so let's try 15 and 18. Have to do it the other way around. No. What am I missing? Robot suggests using some kind of wadding. No dice. And you can't measure pipe with hair.
The diameter of this pipe is 10 millimeters. The diameter of this pipe is 16 millimeters.
16 millimeters.
The diameter of this pipe is 22 millimeters.
Okay, so let's put this pipe back.
These pipes are too large to carry more than one at a time.
If this is the case, then I may end up needing to find differing varieties of pipes and syringes. It's 12.
The diameter of this pipe is 10 millimeters. The diameter of this pipe is 18 millimeters. The diameter of this pipe is 16 millimeters. These pipes are too large to carry more than one at a time.
Okay, there we go. Robot had the right answer. They had to be 1 millimeter off. Alright, let's see if we can give our nurse here a nap time.
I must hide and avoid the nurse, else he will...
Oh boy, how would shooting even work in this?
Well done.
Okay, take the remaining stones and convert them to cash, then buy back the rest of the goods as Schnitzer asked. I want all this to be settled before my departure.
This is a letter from Gyjax, as this is clearly his signature. I don't understand. Stones? What stones could he mean?
Huh.
Strange. These appear to be pink crystals. These boxes contain chlorine. This box contains bottles labeled Black Edelweiss, which are identical to those found in the London sect hideouts.
Huh. Might need to use the equipment here to do a little bit of analysis. What is this? It's not about magic. In fact, everything is a question of will. We are sometimes surprised by a young child's vigor and force of action.
Dr. Blensmoth's book, Mind, Its Strength and Its Secrets. Promising title. This book appears to be an inventory ledger. However, it is in code, and I don't have the time to properly decipher it. I see Dr. Gyjax's signature at the bottom of each page. Interesting. This book must detail his shipments to England. This letter is dated 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so Schnitzer is all upset because his supply has been disrupted, and he has extended himself into a very great risk by carrying the product of the Black Edelweiss Institute. So let's see what exactly that product is.
A scale. This won't be of any use to me.
Hi, Knife.
A scale. This won't be of any use to me.
I guess I'm not supposed to do any kind of analysis on these. Maybe I can take this guy's clothes, though. Or is he too beefy? Yeah, he might be too beefy.
Closed. Tight.
I will probably want to save. Because I'm going to have to get a little bit adventurous.
I must be careful to avoid attention.
Oh, a good old-fashioned stealth section. No, it can't end like this.
No, no, it can't be. It can't end like this.
So you see why I saved. And that's going to be par for the course for the rest of the game. So yay.
I must be careful to avoid attention.
Does it get easier to avoid attention if you're in third-person mode? No, he was just blowing his whistle.
No, no, it can't be. It can't end like this.
Okay, I don't believe you can peer around corners, but I also don't think that that's what they're expecting you to do. I think that there's just no-go zones.
I must be careful to avoid attention. I should find a way to get rid of the nurses so I may quietly move about this floor and speak with the patients. I should find a way to get rid of the nurses so I may quietly move about this floor and speak with the patients.
So let's see.
Now it can't be used for anything.
Okay, so that hallway is just poison.
No, no, it can't be. It can't end like this.
Alright, so I don't see very much that I have to do. Or that I'm able to do down there. Let's try somewhere else.
Closed, tight.
Huh, like a storage room back there. Okay.
Excuse me, miss.
Go away, you swine! Leave, or I'll make you bleed!
Let's maybe not harass the patients. Maybe I can proceed through here.
I am too obvious in my present attire and will attract unwanted attention. I must change my clothing. I have no reason to go there.
Okay, maybe I can try those levers down there in the other room. In that danger hall.
I must be careful to avoid attention. I should find a way to get rid of the nurses so I may quietly move about this floor and speak with the patients. These levers are peculiar. Now it can't be used for anything. I have no time. I should find a way to get rid of the nurses so I may quietly move about this floor and speak with the patients.
Pardon me while I go to UHS and see what I need to do. Okay. Now I know what I need to do. Oh, shit. And we're back. Let me make sure the stream video is moving. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this game is not very stable at all. So apologies for the delay. That'll be fixed in the archive. I know what I need to do now, which is nice.
Closed. Tight.
Gonna hitman this
As long as I keep my
issue.
distance, I now appear as if I am a male nurse. I have no reason to go there.
I do need to keep my distance, though. Okay, we have a courtyard here. That gigantic bird cage in the center is way too conspicuous to not eventually factor into this. Uh-oh.
Now my smock will not help me. I must avoid being noticed.
Nurse, make him stop. He must stop that.
What is the problem, madam?
Bauer must stop at once. The birds have not been fed for 2 days. Bauer must have taken the seed.
I want them to fly. Fly out, fly out. When they fly, birds will be everywhere, and all the men in white will run all around. Run, run everywhere. Yes, fly, little men, after the birds. Run here, run there, run everywhere, men in white. Run, run, run.
Holy shit, they locked up
They
Julia
won't
Child.
see me, the men in white. Chase the little birds far, far away from here. Then I will go where I...
That's enough of that.
Extraordinary. These are all bird variants that can speak.
Thank you for the bits, Kevy. Also, hello, Zombie Chocobo. Nope, not gonna start that again. Alright, is there another lock I can spoon open?
This lock is too complex for this tool.
Let's try some. Let's get this.
Closed. Tight.
There must be a way to open that. That seems like an obvious way to create the distraction that Holmes will not stop talking about.
I must be careful to avoid attention.
Maybe one of these patients has seen a key.
Closed. Tight.
Okay, there's no real apparent places There was a hallway I couldn't go down because I was not in disguise before, so let's try that.
Excuse me, miss.
Go away, you swine! Leave, or I'll make you bleed!
Oh, where are you hiding? Where are you? Don't leave me all alone. Hide. Oh.
So she really wants to talk to
Close
somebody
tight.
named Heidi. Maybe there's a Heidi that I can find. Okay, Berta. Gonna save, though. And every time I save and load, I risk this game crashing again, which is fun.
I must be careful to avoid attention.
Hey there, Jawa. I'm investigating an insane asylum that seems to have provided drugs to the cult.
I should find a way to get rid of the nurses so I may quietly move about this floor and speak with... These levers are peculiar. Now it can't be used for anything.
Who are you? You are not the nurse. Give them to me. I beg you.
What do you need?
Small pink crystals, please. In the laboratory.
They'll complete my collection. I do have those crystals you want, dog.
Here is your medicine. Now, please, if I could just ask you a few questions.
They must be dissolved in water.
Water?
Yes, there is some in the garden.
It's the only place you can get water? In this whole place? Huh. Back up to the garden we go. Is there a way to fast travel to make this better? Haha, yes. Oh.
Now my smock
It's kind
will
of funny
not
how
help
they're
me.
all given
I
matching
must avoid being
scars.
noticed.
There was a fountain in one of these corners. Oh yeah. Yeah, chat's quiet because I totally had the game crash on me. I think people are still coming back. Alright, let's take this pink water back to our boy. Back to our boy Becker. Laboratory, Gerda, Becker.
Quickly! It's so painful. Please, put the crystals in the water.
Yeah, I
Here
didn't
it
lose
is,
very
my
much
friend.
progress at all.
You must tell me where.
Make the male nurse leave, and I will tell you anything you want.
All right, where is the key to the aviary?
The mad girl. Bring her doll to her. She knows.
You're gonna have to be
I
much
should
more
find a way to
specific.
get rid of the nurses so I may quietly move about this floor and speak with the patients.
Did I pick up the doll this time? No, I don't know where it is. That's fine. So that must be, who she was looking for. Did I pick up the doll? Oh, there we go. A doll just really...
An old puppet.
The doll just really blended in with the brick.
Look who is here to see you, miss.
Heidi! Heidi! You are here! The bad men took you away, but you came back.
Heidi told me she wanted to come back to you. She also told me that you know how to free the kind birds from their cage.
Bad men
Don't
took
goad them
Heidi
on.
away. They said I was a bad girl because I cut off the head of that nasty brute. But he started it. He was bad first.
He did terrible things, this bad man?
Oh, yes. He came in the night for us. He took Heidi and I to his room, near the birds. And he was very, very nasty with me. He had the key to the bird's house and said if I wasn't a good girl, he would send them away. I didn't like that, because Heidi loves the birds.
What actress
So, my
does that
child,
character
the key
model
to the
look
birdhouse
like?
is upstairs in his
The woman
room?
speaking.
Yes, it's there. Now the lady lives there, but I am not allowed to see the birds anymore.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What is that, Heidi? Oh, you want to thank the gentleman. And you have a present for him. What a sweet girl you are. Oh, I agree. Heidi wants to thank you and says to tell you a secret. When I cut the bad man's head, she didn't want him to ever come back, so she hid the key in her belly.
We are in your debt, young lady, and our humble thanks to you, Heidi.
Heidi, child of the mountains.
Okay, I think that is the key to the birdcage. So let's go up there.
Closed tight.
Maybe it is the key to the door that has the key to the birdcage behind it. Oh. That is a very funny answer. I asked what actress that character model looked like, and Aaron says Dimitri Martin. That is very funny. Let's see.
Fraulein Muller does not seem particularly gifted. Truly, art in the blood can take the strangest forms. Macrame, a healthy occupation for modern women, by Calipigi Mubala Smith Papadopoulos. And look at this, it is a signed edition. This splendid macrame design is protecting the bottle.
Huh. So Muller has the wrong glasses.
This must be the key to the aviary.
Okay, let's go to the aviary.
The door to the birdcage is open. Help us.
Their beaks are Resident Evil strong.
The birds have escaped! Quick! Catch them! Catch them!
Yay!
Thanks to the panic, all the nurses will be elsewhere, as Bauer would say.
To quote
While the
Greek
guards
man.
are busy trying to catch the birds, I should use the opportunity to search the rest of the asylum.
Jala asks if we have seen Cthulhu yet. We saw an altar to Cthulhu in the previous episode last night, along with the body that had been cut apart and stuffed full of eel snakes. Oh.
Following the unintentional fire caused by uninspired staff members, I made the decision to forbid access to the kitchen and dining room to all staff other than Frau Mayer and myself.
Yeah, I don't know what to call them. They're like monsters. They crawled out of the body and writhed and stuff.
It is necessary to get this dragon to leave so I can freely examine the kitchen. Perhaps if I can create smoke, she will go into a panic and leave, thinking there's a fire.
Some Scooby-Doo ass logic you got there. Okay, so... Alright, and it would have worked too if it wasn't for that meddlesome Frau. Okay.
Closed, tight.
Out of ammo. Huh, what can I use to make smoke?
Attention.
There's some weird
Reconstruction.
powder in here. That must not be it. Okay.
Impossible.
No, well, not with that attitude.
This lock is too complex for this tool.
For a key?
This lock is too complex for this tool. This is meant to be used by two people, and here I am alone. What should be done? I have to create a system to use this lever in distance.
Huh.
The only solution is to find a method allowing me to lower this external lever when I am between the two gates. These levers are well oiled. The only solution is to find a method allowing me to lower this external lever when I am between the two gates.
Okay, no more clues. Maybe Becker will know something.
The attendant is gone.
Ah, I'm very glad. But you are not an attendant?
No, my good man, I am not. I arrived from London to investigate private charges of embezzlement against this establishment.
You came all the way from London. Why would anyone choose to come to this God-forsaken place?
Indeed, I have just arrived from London and my reasons will soon be clear. Listen to me. I know you do not belong here. You are not mad, merely the victim of a trap that only the most expert specialists could untangle. More importantly, you are the only person here who can give me the information I require. If you could speak with me, assuming your pain has not returned, I would be in your debt.
But who are you?
Someone who could guarantee your freedom once my objectives are secured. But I have little time, and you must listen to me carefully. Did you hear the staff or other inmates speak on any suspicious activities other than the horrible mistreatment you have all suffered at the hands of the staff?
You are from English customs, then. You must be interested in the arrival of illegal foreign lunatics in your country.
What makes you say this?
Well, Some time ago, they removed all the foreigners from their cells, and they were never seen or heard from again. Perhaps they were shipped into your country without the usual formalities?
Those foreigners, where did they come from?
I don't know exactly, because oddly, they never associated with the rest of the inmates. They arrived regularly, 1 or 2 fellows per month.
Most peculiar. Did they speak among themselves?
I could hear them trying to talk to one another, but it seemed as if they couldn't understand each other, as if each spoke a different dialect. Also, none of them seemed mad in the least. And then there was one other odd event. They were downstairs, and it was shortly before their departure. I strained to hear them, and could barely make out their conversation. This time, they all seemed to speak the same language, and what is even stranger, they seemed to be saying the same thing repeatedly.
You must rest now, but don't lose hope, as I am here to help. I am afraid I must leave you now.
If you need to know other information, you can see me when you like.
Let's see what else you have to say.
No, I never went there. But I know that Dr. Gygax always takes a male attendant to help move the levers.
Okay. The obvious place to look for tools is this room back here, so let's scour and see if anything else is highlighted. Okay, those pipes are no-goes. What are you? Oh, you're an anvil. All right, let's scour more, because this weight alone will not be enough. Maybe Fraulein Muller's macrame is some kind of clue. Maybe I can use this yarn. That doesn't seem likely to...
Fraulein Muller does not seem particularly gifted. Truly, art in the blood can take the strangest forms.
Is there a yarn ball I can take?
Fraulein Muller does not seem particularly gifted. Truly, art in the blood can take the strangest forms.
This might be a dead end. Oh wait, what are you?
A lovely piece. I must say it's the highlight of this exhibition, but I dare say it shall prove useful.
Okay. What else? Let's check this room. This is not very great design. We're just sometimes, as the story sees fit, you can just interact with new things. Skull. So I have a weight. I have something to hold it with. I think that's everything that I need up there, unless there's something in the kitchen. Is this door suddenly openable?
Closed. Tight.
Maybe there's something I didn't explore back here.
This lock is too complex for this tool.
Oh, the laboratory. Let me see back there. Is there something that I can grab? Pixel hunt.
Their laboratory seems to have all the usual equipment. If need be, I can use this.
Maybe there's something back here.
Potash, the perfect ingredient for creating smoke.
Oh, okay.
Potash, the perfect ingredient for creating smoke.
Can I take any?
Potash, the Potash.
Can I soil this
Potash,
wig?
the perfect ingredient for creating smoke.
Maybe this will be a good container for it.
Here now, I must take care to measure the precise dose.
There's a scale back here. Maybe this will let me get in the kitchen.
And there, it is done.
Oh, wait, one moment. Hello? Hi. No, that's all right. Hey, I'm playing a game on the internet, so I don't know that I can talk very much. I just wanted to let you know that that roast worked really well. Yeah, I've got several meals out of it, so I'm going to do that again as the roast goes out on sale. So, okay. I will. Love you too. Bye. Sorry about that. That was my mom.
Their laboratory seems to have all the usual equipment. If need be, I can use this. Their laboratory seems to have all the usual equipment. If need be, I can use this.
Let's try to use this up there.
It is necessary to get this dragon to leave, so I can freely examine the kitchen. Perhaps if I can create smoke, she will go into a panic and leave, thinking there's a fire.
What am I missing?
I must create a smoking apparatus. For this, I will need water and a few other chemical elements.
Water. Okay.
Water.
Oh, wrong container. Back to the lab.
A scale. This won't be of any use to me.
Maybe you have to measure the
A
chlorine.
scale. This won't be of any use to me. Here is
Measure
the
out the
bottle
volume.
with adequate water. I must calculate its capacity as accurately as possible if my smoking apparatus is to work. Now I know the exact capacity of the bottle. A scale. This won't be of any use to me.
Oh.
My smoking device is ready. I must say, a room filled with smoke shall be difficult to examine, but there is no other way.
Okay, I think that's everything. Jala's in the chat telling a story. She's taught her cockatiel Rami, taught him how to play, how to sing the first part of the Chocobo theme, and now the bird uses it. Did I say cockatiel? I meant cockatiel. Sorry. Now he uses it to summon her. Knock knock.
A truss for roast beef.
Hildegard, I found a bag full of birdseed. If you must replace Burgett after my shift ends. You forget. Okay, 3 short bells, then a long one. Okay. Oh, it's talking about controlling the lift. When it arrives at the first basement, the way up will be blocked. You'll have to go down to get the dishes afterwards. Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what they meant by a truss for roast beef. It was for wrapping up a roast. So I think I might have what I need. Oh, wait, what's this?
Did you learn something else?
All right, so I have this pot holder, a table, an anvil, and a rope. Let's see what happens if I put the anvil in the pot holder. Maybe I need to take this. So let's activate that first. Use that as a surface.
This is meant to be used by 2 people, and here I am alone. What should be done?
Okay, table's there. Maybe let's use the pot holder on the table.
I need something.
Maybe... Oh, okay. Yeah, the order you have to do this in is frighteningly specific. And then I think, let's take this rope, tie it to that. That goes in there. Nifty.
And there, it is done.
Elaborate. Ooh, they got even more dungeony with torches and shit. Hi, you. What'd you do to get down here?
3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 5 is 10.
Pardon me, sir. Could I trouble you for some information?
Nasty, nasty cheat. I shall say nothing to you. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 24. I shall speak only to Professor Schwartz. He understands that I have learned all my lessons. 3 times 9 is 27.
Apparently he will speak only with this professor. Perhaps the medical files on this man Wolf will be helpful.
Am I gonna have to disguise myself as this professor and feed more into his delusions? Healthy. Jatoon. Okay. Gygax. Huh.
Closed. Tight.
It's been a while since I saved, so let's do this. Sigmund just having a little lay down.
This door is quite solidly built, but the lock is rudimentary. Never again will I go out on a case without a small spoon at my side, though likely Watson would envy me this valuable implement.
Yeah, you probably carry a lot of spoons around, don't you? Don't you, buddy? Oh, another Towers of Hanoi. Okay, I got jammed up. One of these keys.
Closed. Tight. This door is quite solidly built, but the lock is rudimentary. Never again will I go out on a case without a small spoon at my side, though likely Watson... Closed. Tight.
And there's no way back out. Maybe the doctor will have something to say to me. He was spouting off a bunch of numbers, so...
2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 8 is... Oh, what is it? Oh, yes. 24. 5 times 5 is 25.
Apparently he will only speak with one particular person.
Okay, there has to be another way, because there are only so many moving parts.
This door is quite solidly built, but the lock is rudimentary. Never again will I go out on a case without a small spoon at my side, though likely Watson would envy me this valuable implement. This door is quite solid.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I think I've got it. medication timer. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Ah. Okay, hello.
These are the tools of a butcher. My God, there is a body inside. I'm glad I spared Watson this horror. This place conceals deeds far more sinister than the mere traffic in dangerous goods. My God, there is a body inside. I'm glad I spared Watson this horror. This place conceals deeds far more sinister than the mere traffic in dangerous goods.
Oh, there's a key over there. Neat.
Who could have forgotten this?
Hooray, you and a leg. So, that seems like something the leader of this place would be getting into, so that key is probably to Dr. Gygax's office. Or sorry, Gygax.
I don't know what this Gygax studied, but judging by his office and what I saw before, he is more dangerous than any of his patients.
It's also funny because wells are not just magic go-away pits. Throw enough stuff down there, it eventually piles up. Complications, big delay, but goods will be ready on time. Need money because no more stones.
A cable from New Orleans sent in the last few weeks. If the shipment of these goods from New Orleans relies upon a transfer of funds from Europe, it is possible the actual exchange won't take place for a few weeks. There may still be time to intervene. Closed tight.
Good old New Orleans.
There's a small label that says classroom.
Dear sir, first of all, I'd like to thank you for selecting our bank in order to handle your transactions and account. So that's how he was turning the stones into cash. The stones were jewels, it wasn't the pink medicine crystals. It doesn't say what bank it is, though. Okay. Files. Files. I can't open that up.
I can pick this lock.
Oh, Jesus. Another one?
This lock is too complex for this tool.
What do you mean? You can...
I can pick this lock. I can pick this lock.
Do you need a different tool?
Closed tight. Closed tight. Closed tight. I haven't examined everything yet.
Oh, that's the lift up to the kitchen. Okay. Because sometimes Gygax gets to be a hungry boy.
The Worship of Ghouls by Count d'Arlet. I do not think this book would give the reader pleasant dreams if reserved for bedtime reading. This man seems to suffer from every possible mental affliction. Judging by the date of his admission, he must be one of the oldest patients here. The former hospital director researched his case and mentions Wolf's professor. Apparently, he was the only person of influence with the poor fellow. There is even a portrait of the late professor included in with the reports.
Oh, do I have to make myself look like this woolly dude? Jala desperately needs to know if Gary Gygax is in this. No, they just pick somebody with his weird last name.
So this is Professor Schwartz.
All right.
This lock is too complex for this tool.
So we have to assemble. I have to assemble a costume, and the glasses on that dude look exactly like these glasses that I picked up from Muller's.
2 times 6 is...
Apparently, he will only speak with...
Oakley dokley, let's figure out how to do this.
Closed. Tight.
Shit. Well... There's like ash back here that might be useful as a thing to turn that wig gray. I don't know how I get a beard, though. Huh. Am I one step ahead? Maybe there's something in here. Really? Do they just lock off whole areas? Huh. Well, I have a key for the classroom. Now I just need to find where the classroom is. Maybe it's one of these rooms back here. I do not speak or know German, so the signs are a mystery to me.
Impossible.
Hey, look. The earliest known Sonic fan art.
Who is this anonymous patient? Perhaps there is a file on him, as with the other patients.
Last name was Herzog.
This should prove useful. And now, time to become the good Professor Schwartz and pay a visit to Wolf.
Wait, do they just straight up have a fake beard? Yeah. Yes, the fake beard, which is crucial for clinical purposes and educational purposes. All right.
So, Wolf, I see you have mastered your lesson. Splendid.
Professor Schwartz?
I congratulate you, Wolf. I cannot say the same about your other classmates. I am most unhappy with their behavior, because it seems they have been cheating.
Professor Schwartz, you saw them, didn't you? I know my lessons. I always work so hard, and the others, they crib from me.
I know, my boy, I know. But their leader, he is a doctor, isn't he?
Yes, Professor, yes. He is the most vile member of the group. Sometimes he tries to keep me from my lessons. He says he will treat me like the others who don't speak like us and who scream so very loud when he punishes them. But I keep to my lessons and recite my tables all the day. He can't stop me.
That's good, my boy. You have made me proud. Now, I need your help. Where do they meet? I must find them and make sure they get the punishment they so rightly deserve.
They meet over there, but it is well hidden and only the doctor has the code.
They meet over there,
First, he makes noise with the fire near his office. Afterwards, he makes noise with the fire in front of me.
Makes
And
noise
then
with
he
the
makes
fire.
noise behind me. You will see he does not know his lessons.
Thank you, Wolf. That's a clever boy. You have earned high marks this term, but for now you must try to recite your lessons in silence. Since I am the professor, I know and see everything. There is never a need to shout.
As you say, Professor Schwartz.
I don't need it anymore.
Huh. So he makes noises with fires. Is that something about these torches? Let's see if any of them... So like that one looks like a lever. So does that one. A bunch of these do. Oh my god, they're all levers! Wait. Okay, let's see this. Makes noise with the fire near his office. Afterwards, he makes noise with the fire in front of him, and then makes noise with the fire behind him. Okay, so... it's this one. And then where's the one behind him? Right here.
It works. Simplicity itself.
No, it's not. It's like the most complicated thing. What are you talking about? Ugh. It's the first time any of
My
you guys ever played the
apologies,
air
but I
didgeridoo.
do not understand what you are trying to say. If I may introduce myself, I am...
Who you are means nothing. All that matters is your reverence to the One. You came to invoke the great Lord with the speaking, and now I ask you, who am I, you wretched mortal?
Is he quizzing me? Which is the name of the enlightened one.
This isn't right. Perhaps if I begin again.
So let's look at this. What did... Wait, Abyss Light? Is it that easy as checking the...
Even your pitiful mind can find enlightenment before serving as food for the servants of chaos.
Where are all those poor souls kidnapped in London? And what about the others who passed through here in their travels?
Your search is in vain. You are nothing to the great lord. Soon he will heed our call, when those titans will be reassembled for the awakening of their king. The sleeping lord shall walk the earth. You and your kind will tear your flesh when you learn how your lives insult the great lord and master. You will plead for the abyss, as have all those before you who fed the Great One. Those who give their weak flesh to our Lord cry for his return. So shall you. He has lain dreaming, silent, hungry, awaiting his followers. Tremble in awe. Behold, the Great One returns.
Wait a minute, those are identical guards of the Great One? Together?
He makes so much noise. I better be on my way before he attracts the entire staff.
Maybe I can use these. Use these to call the lift. Documents. It was a note. Note for Hildegard. 3 short bells, then the long one. So.
I haven't examined everything yet.
Too soon?
Ah, here's the file I was seeking. It can only be our mysterious patient. What a strange character.
The patient is mute and suffers from after effects of a cranial fracture, including amnesia.
I need a name to continue my research. I can pick this lock.
Will you finally let me?
This lock is too complex for this tool. Closed, tight.
Yoink. Echoes from 5 New Orleans. Tell me, our people there need more means. Make sure that they have what they need so their deliveries to you are not overly delayed. Okay.
Hold on. There is an oily stain on this letter. It smells of iodine. Interesting.
Huh.
Unbelievable. These letters are from various Swiss banks and show that the doctor made several sales of precious stones over these last months, and each time for higher profit. He must have access to a real treasure. I see numerous transfers were made to an account holder in the Bank of London and another in a bank here in New Orleans. I must take note of these transactions.
Okay, yeah, all I needed was the
God.
fireplace poker to get into the dissection room.
The faint signs remaining on this blackboard are in phonetics. It appears that people were forced to recite some text with no real understanding of its meaning. It's a pity that the text was erased.
I would have done another take on that. Aw.
These birds are from the aviary. They served a purpose beyond mere decoration. A notebook detailing the experiments conducted by Mr. Gyjax.
Theory: by comparing the cerebrums of talking birds and the patients, we will find the similarities in shape. These will imply the similar function. Blah, blah, blah. A patient whose cerebrum portions not replicated in the talking birds were destroyed continued eating and producing sounds, though they had no real significance. Theory: if a patient's life is maintained and gradually parts of the cerebrum are removed, it should be possible to identify which human functions correspond to each distinct section of the cerebrum. Therefore, this procedure will identify the sole cerebral functions that serve our experiment, those that enable the individual to survive and produce precise articulated sounds. They're trying to produce people who can chant without doing anything else. Yeah, and this whole asylum is a way to get people to perform these experiments on theory. By using the phonetic system, the patient, regardless of nationality, learns the specified song. So that corroborates what Becker was saying earlier. They had a bunch of people who spoke about, different languages. They were taken away and they came back and they all spoke the same language. Question is, will they retain the ability to articulate this learned song after the undesired cerebral sections are removed? Huh.
What's this? A battery with a crank starter. No doubt used to stimulate his patients.
I'm up here in the laundry now. Okay. Wait, why are they keeping somebody in the laundry? Is that Ronald Reagan? Yeah.
I must be careful to avoid attention.
Let's save.
Closed tight. Closed tight. Closed tight.
Out of ammo.
This lock is too complex for this tool. Impossible. This lock is too complex for this tool.
I'm very excited because tomorrow is something that happens once a year in my neighborhood. It is called the Oakley Pup Crawl. that is where the people of my neighborhood, and probably the surrounding neighborhoods, all go to the square in my neighborhood, and they bring out their dogs. So it's like a pub crawl, but for puppos. Huh.
This lock is too complex for this tool.
Anything in these bins? So, I'm gonna get up and probably walk down to the square.
Closed.
Get
Tight.
some coffee, get some lunch, and look at some dogs. Hopefully
Now
the
my
weather
smock
is-
will not help me. I must avoid being noticed.
Okay. Still nothing. It is our
Now my
friend
smock
the
will not
laundry
help me.
ghost.
I must avoid being noticed.
Maybe I go back down?
This lock is too complex for this tool.
Let's try this. So there must be something that I'm missing.
Pardon me, sir. I need your help. He does not seem to hear me. Moriarty!
Oh,
Moriarty, my worst enemy and a man who was presumed dead. Who could think this demon could have survived such a great fall at Reichenbach? He seems a shadow of his former self. There is no doubt he has truly lost his memory and therefore cannot be a part of these events.
That is a very strange decision that they made there.
Find this outsider as quickly as possible and bring him to the treatment room. I shall take care of his memory.
Professor, do you hear that voice? This man who is speaking to two others, a man of great intellect and ability, who is approaching and is even now right behind that door. You know him, Professor. Come now, Professor. You can't have forgotten so easily. Let me remind you, Professor. I'm going to reveal his identity. I will tell you his name. You know him well, Professor. He is... Sherlock Holmes.
Hulk smash!
Stand where you are.
That's fucking funny. Oh man, is there anything in his cell? I don't know if I could be happier with how that went.
At last, the laundry. First of all, I must prepare my Amos disguise.
It is the imposter! He is here!
I'll sort you out, buddy. Come here.
The doctor is not here.
We had internal concerns arise today. Herr Director is engaged with urgent hospital matters and cannot be disturbed.
Very well. We will take this troublesome wretch along with us. Perhaps tomorrow the doctor and I will be able to discuss our other matter. First of all, my friend, you should know that you have been dealing with two famous professionals. Your deceit has failed, and you should know that it is impossible to confound us. Who are you, and why have you come here?
What is your opinion, Watson?
Holmes! But what are you doing here? And you are as white as a sheet. It seems as though you met a ghost.
It's quite possible, Watson. Quite possible.
God, the blocking on that, man.
You should have told me about your plans, Holmes.
Definitely
Wait,
not,
Watson didn't know?
You would have acted in an unnatural manner and done everything to persuade me against my course of action.
You can be sure of that. Good God, Holmes, think of the risk you took.
Indeed, Watson, and I hesitate to reveal my further plans. They are likely to be far more dangerous.
Will you explain?
Even though I know the crux of this affair began in Europe, and even perhaps in England, we have no elements indicating the when, the where, and the how. Our only lead would have us travel to a continent not our own, one that is wild and untamed in many ways. I assume that you now know the name of our next destination. Your intentions are good, my dear Watson, but you have missed everything of importance.
Aaron asks how long I'm going to be playing tonight. I'm actually going to finish as soon as I get to... Oh, well, let's try that. New Orleans.
You are quite correct, Watson. New Orleans, Louisiana, located in the wilds of America, our nemesis has a group of his men there, and we must arrive in time to stop them. We must make haste to Le Havre and book ship's passage immediately. I took precautions before our departure from Switzerland, but it is imperative we maintain the utmost secrecy regarding both our true identities and our destination. We are dealing with a cunning and powerful adversary, Watson. Quite powerful.
Huh. Who's this?
Do you require assistance, young man?
Ooh.
Ah, yes, young man. As a Mr. Ho, the big detective, it is often necessary to use all of one's little grey cells to solve great mysteries.
Hercule! Hercule! Where are you?
What?
Oh, here you are. Naughty boy, come along now.
Is that
Madame
Hercule Poirot?
Your stop is coming soon. An agent will assist you with your luggage.
I forgot about that. Oh.
As soon as we find a hotel, we shall send for our bags. I took care to leave nothing of value on board. Everything is safe and secure right here. I even have a rough map of the city. As you can see, Holmes, I prepared for every possibility. And here we are in the New World. A whole continent ready to welcome us with open arms. Is this not invigorating, Holmes? Think of the challenge that lies ahead.
Indeed, Watson, but let me remind you that we have few clues and time is not our ally, and countless lives rely upon our success.
You are right, Holmes. Perhaps we should secure some local currency with our bills of exchange. At the present, we have but a few dollars at our disposal.
Oh, man, that was very funny. Cool. Well, we are in a new area. I've been streaming for about 2 hours. I am going to peace out. I'm going to take him off the camera there. Gonna peace out for the night. Gonna go to bed. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, please consider following. If you have Amazon Prime, you can throw us your Prime sub, and that helps us out a great deal. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. And, of course, watch the schedules and social media for when we go live and such. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back sometime during the week with the beginning of my Final Fantasy VIII series for Cole-playing games. Take care, sleep well, all of that. Bye.